Welcome to the Lead Up. I'm Hattie B, your cultural strategist and founder of Men Solutions. Today we're unpacking a topic that is often misunderstood, yet critically important for transformative leadership. I call it the power of intentional allyship. Now, allyship isn't a brand, it's not a title, it's not an identity. It is an action. It's not a badge of honor. It is a practice that if you believe in this work, that you have to do every single day. And here's the hard truth. Most allyship is passive. It's not intentional. Passive allyship doesn't dismantle systems of inequity. It really protects them. Let me challenge your perspective for a moment. When was the last time you stood up? Not just for someone, but alongside them. When did you put your privilege and or your comfort on the line to confront inequity? Allyship demands more than kind words or a hashtag. It calls us to take risks, endure discomfort, and actively work to create spaces of equity and a culture of belonging. Think about this. Allyship that avoids discomfort is performative. And performative allyship isn't just ineffective, it's harmful. It signals to marginalized communities that their struggles are a trend and not a priority. Intentional allyship requires us to confront a painful reality. Silence in the face of inequity is complicit. Every time we witness a microaggression or an exclusionary practice, or even a biased decision and say nothing, we reinforce the very systems we claim to oppose. For example, let's consider this scenario that we might be familiar with. A co-worker consistently interrupts another team member during a meeting. It's clear that this pattern is tied to power dynamics, or perhaps gender or race, or maybe even both. As a leader or a peer, do you address it? Or do you stay silent, rationalizing that it's not your place, or you know what, it's really not that big of a deal, or my favorite, they don't pay me enough. Intentional allyship means stepping into that discomfort and saying, I noticed something that doesn't align with our values, and I want to address it. It's not about being perfect, it's really about being present. To become an intentional ally, you need to integrate 3 critical practices into your leadership approach. First, educate yourself. Allyship starts with understanding the historical context and lived experience of those you wish to support. This isn't about relying on marginalized individuals to educate you. It is not our job. It's about seeking out resources, listening to those lived experiences, and challenging your own bias. You gotta do the work, okay? Secondly, use your voice strategically. Allyship isn't about taking over the conversation. It's about amplifying those voices that are often silenced. Ask yourself, how can I utilize my platform, my privilege, and my social position to create opportunities where others are heard? And third, take meaningful action. Allyship isn't passive observation, it's about active participation. This could mean advocating for policy change, calling out biases in real time, or creating systems that ensure inequity isn't optional, it's integral. Intentional allyship requires a mindset shift. It's not about helping marginalized communities. It's about standing in solidarity with them. It's also about recognizing that your freedom, your privilege, your success, and those open doors are important to embrace all humanity. And here's the uncomfortable truth. If you've never risked anything like your reputation, your relationships, your privilege, for equity, can you truly call yourself an ally? Think about it. I want to leave you with this. What is one situation where you stay silent or passive when you could have acted as an ally? And what will you do differently the next time you face a similar moment? I really want you to take this question seriously, for it's not about a source of guilt, but it's really about the call to action. Allyship isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Thank you for joining me on the lead up, and remember, leadership isn't about empowering yourself, it's about empowering others through intentionality, courage, and purpose. Until next time, let's mend hearts, let's shift mindsets, and let's lead boldly. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.